Hello and good afternoon. I'm Steven with HeatSeek. Today I'll be submitting this video for the Google review process for our application called HeatSeek. Basically, our application, it takes real-time GPS data and plugs it into Google Ads campaigns so that the location targeting updates in real time. At HeatSeek, I think it's important to note that we do believe in complete transparency about the data that we access and why. So in this video, we'll walk through exactly what our permissions are, that our app needs in order to empower the user to take advantage of the location-based advertising that we're looking to accomplish with HeatSeek. Scope one, email access. What it does. First, we request access to see the user's primary Google account email address. Why we need it, this is exactly how we identify the user in our system and create a HeatSeek account for the user. The email becomes the unique identifier. It's how we know which GPS providers, campaigns, and settings belong to each user. So again, how we use it at the moment, standard login process. Again, account creation is the main thing here, and associating the user settings per each user's profile.
Okay, so boom. Welcome to the HeatSeek app. This is a platform that we use mobile assets, specifically cars, bikes, anything that moves on land that has GPS tracking capabilities. We connect that to Google Ads campaign using real-time GPS tracking. Um, the way it works is that you connect your vehicle or your asset in question to the GPS uh, tracking device that you're using. This is handled on the user end directly, and then you would set up your campaigns in Google Ads, and you would be able to, receive automatic updates for ad targeting as the assets move on throughout the day. It's really ideal for the ideal customer user base is labor and logistics companies and field services businesses. So think your food truck or your local plumbing or electrician service. And the idea is again just to be able to transform static ad campaigns into dynamic location aware marketing that follows your business wherever it goes. Now, the way we use Google in this workflow is that the user would have to log in with a Google account. In doing so, they would be required to give us permissions for three specific things. One is the actual user ID, so the email in question, right? I'm going to select the second email here. Um, it's going to request that I, use because it's connected to my Mac, so it's requesting that verification, that kind of like third party step. This is the part that we need to get past. This is the current hump that we're experiencing, where once they're logging in with their Google account, because it's not verified via the Google console, this is what we're seeing currently. And so once we click on to that continue, we click continue here. Um, these are the three services that we are that HeatSeek has access to, right? That we're basically requesting access from the user from the user. The first one is to be able to see it and edit and create your Google Ads accounts and data. Really, all we're doing here is to be able to view directly to enable the user to be able to edit the campaigns to target to maneuver around targeting radius and anything related to the actual campaign in question here. It's the account access is only it's mainly read only, and so we don't have anything that we would have to worry about with regards to um, you know account specific information. Um, we're never gonna get into billing or anything like that. Um, so that's the main juice of it all. Everything else is, the primary user email that, it makes sense to we would need that to be able to log into the account, right? Because that's the Google email, and it's usually associated with the Google Ads account, if not always associated with the Google Ads account. And this is just public info that you've already made public on Google. So your first name, last name, just to have some personalization on the account itself. This is the part that actually Google wanted to see. This is the only thing that was missing in that video that you had made, FYI, Steve.
Okay.
Uh,
Scope 2, basic profile. What this does, we request permission to associate the user with their personal info on Google. Why we need it? Right now, the main reason we need it is to maintain secure session authentication. However, in the future, we may do some personalization things on the dashboard, like including the user's name. I think it's important to note that no data is shared with third parties in this scope, so everything remains secure. Okay, scope 3, Google Ads Access, Auth, AdWords. This is the core permission that we need. It allows us to see, edit, create, and delete the location data for the Google Ads campaigns in the user's Google Ads account. This is HeatSeek's entire purpose. Without this permission, we can't update the location settings based on GPS data. So specifically, here's what we do with this. The read access, we retrieve the list of Google Ads campaigns so you can select which ones to track and monitor campaign status to ensure updates are applied correctly. So you'll see that within this page, view all campaigns, this pulls all the campaigns associated with that user's account. The write access that we need, update campaign location targeting when GPS data updates, modify the geographic radius per GPS coordinates entered in Google Ads, adjust location settings in real time based on GPS coordinates. So that is all done through assigning an asset to the campaign. So as you can see here, I'll assign an asset that's pulling GPS coordinates to an actual campaign, which then will update the location targeting. And once that connection is made, you'll be able to verify the updates are applied. So one thing to point out, what we don't do, we never modify the ad copy or keyword of campaigns. We never delete campaigns without the user explicitly doing so, but that is done within Google Ads in and of itself, so nothing to do with HeatSeek. We only touch the location targeting settings, nothing else. All changes are logged and visible in Google Ads, so they'll be able to see any kind of changes that were made. Okay, so that pretty much sums up the permissions that we're looking for on this application. One thing I do want to point out as well is the user control. So the user has complete control to choose which campaigns to track, as well as revoke any access at any time through HeatSeek's account and detach assets from their campaigns. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So you can view the tracked assets and you can, or the track campaigns, and you can release the asset to remove the location targeting. So one thing I do want to mention is that with HeatSeek, there's no surprises. Every time HeatSeek updates a campaign location, you'll be able to see which campaign was updated, the new GPS coordinates for that update, as well as which asset triggered the update. So you can see that in the dashboard here within View Track Campaigns. That information is all located within each section here. So ultimately, these three scopes work together to create our value proposition, which is a seamless automation and updating the location targeting for Google Ads campaigns. The result is your advertising follows your business automatically. There's no manual location updates, no wasted ad spend on areas you're not servicing, just intelligent GPS-driven campaign targeting that works 24/7. The trade-off is simple. You grant us limited specific access to Google Ads location settings, and in return, we get fully automated hyper-local advertising that moves with the fleet in real time.